Hello, we are back. How are you, Moti?
Very happy to be here. Can you believe it, Raquel?
And
we finally come to this point.
Yeah, one more step, but the last one.
The one that completes the makeover, right? So you've had 8 steps until now, making yourself, molding yourself over. And today you're going to get the final one to make your makeover complete.
And with this step, I don't want to say the word before, but your life is not going to be incomplete, as you said. With this step, if you work on it, if you water this seed, your life will be able to, let's say, not perfect, but complete.
Yes.
Because the step of today, fulfilled. Today's step is joy. And what is everyone looking for, Moti?
We see that joy is something that everyone searches. You know, wherever this video may be finding you, whether you're in China, Japan, South Africa, you see, we have high hopes that we reach far, whether they're here in England with us,
but
in
we
Birmingham,
are reaching far.
in Bournemouth, wherever you are, I think that no one can be watching this video and not say that they seek joy in their life. So joy or seeking joy is something that we all have in common, right? And you see that it's so common that the entertainment industry is based on providing joy for people. So we have music, we have films. And why are they thriving? Why are these entertainment? Why is the entertainment industry thriving? Why are people going to concerts? Why are people buying tickets to a movie, even though they know that what's happening there is fiction, is not real? Why are people buying novels? Because people are seeking for joy in a way. So when they watch that movie, it's like they can live a life through that movie. In a sense, they can enjoy, you know, the lyrics of that song for a few moments. So people are always seeking fulfillment.
And you know what, while you were speaking, I was thinking here with me. People get married, although it's in the wrong way, but people get married because they want to be happy.
Yes.
They want joy in their lives. They are looking for the job of their dreams that will bring joy to their lives.
Exactly.
So sometimes women want to get pregnant, want to have children because they want happiness.
Yes.
They want joy in their houses with their family. But how many women got married but they are not happy today? How many women had children but today the children turn their back on them and they are suffering? You know, the job that they searched for so long, things that people spend their whole life searching for. Many of them achieve those things, but they are still unhappy.
There's still an emptiness within them, right? And we see that people resort to things like, for example, people go to nightclubs, people resort to addiction, smoking, drinking. Why? Because they are kind of seeking for a momentary joy, momentary escape, and although they go to, for example, as someone who goes to a nightclub because they want to enjoy themselves, because they want to feel this emptiness that they're noticing inside of them, what happens? They go, they dance, and everything is good, and they enjoy themselves. But then when they get home, it's like that joy that they felt that whole night dancing, enjoying themselves, suddenly leaves them, and they find themselves happy. So we see that although, you know, there are lots of options around us. Although the world offers us a lot of options to be happy and to be fulfilled, the options that the world offers are normally momentary. They're not options that provide you with long-term joy, right?
Yeah, that's the word, the long-term joy that many people are searching for. They can't find so easily.
Yeah.
Not that it's not easy to find, but sometimes we look for in the wrong way.
Yes.
While you were talking about going to nightclubs and those things, I used to do that. You know, no one would say I wasn't happy because I would show happiness throughout my comments, throughout my behavior. So I would go parties, I would go to nightclubs, I would love dancing, I would love calling people's attention. These would bring me joy.
Yeah.
But as you said, I remember I would go home at the end of the night, not the day, at 5 a.m. in the morning, going home. And I remember as I would take the makeup off my face, I would change clothes, take a shower, go to bed, and what else? I would be empty.
Yes.
I wouldn't be smiling happy like, oh, that was so good. I'm so happy. I don't remember ever saying, oh, I'm so happy, I'm so glad, you know. I would feel like, oh, I'm tired, and I would be in a bad mood next day. So we see that people are searching for joy in the wrong way.
Yes.
As we have been speaking, if you have been following us, throughout every week we have been speaking about emotions. We are trying sometimes to develop ourselves basing our steps on emotions. So you wanna receive joy, you wanna be happy, but you are just, focusing on being happy by having someone or having a job or having something, things that are temporary. Joy we don't receive from what we conquer outside. Joy comes from the inside out. You cannot bring joy to me.
Yes.
You can bring a temporary joy. You can bring a temporary happiness, but these will not last for long. So many people nowadays, and many of us, we were looking for joy, but the temporary joy, the joy that doesn't last.
Many people are pursuing a joy. They're pursuing to be happy, but in an emotional way. So they're pursuing to excite themselves using things around them. And that's where the confusion comes. Many think that joy is an emotion, but we're going to understand that joy is not an emotion. We're going to understand what it is that makes joy able to last. The kind of joy where even circumstances around you go wrong, you still have joy. So there is a different kind of joy out there. There is a different kind of joy available. And we are going to, through this program, make you understand the difference, right?
We're going to go to a quick break right now. And after this break, we're going to be speaking about problems. When problems come, when hard times comes, when things that you don't expect come your way, how can you keep joy? How can you find this joy that will last within you and it's not going to be temporary? We are going to this quick break and we are coming back soon.
This is your UCKG timetable. We are open 7 days a week, helping you to make a new beginning. Monday, a meeting focused on achieving more in your financial life. Tuesday, prayers for healing. Wednesday, a meeting teaching you to develop in your spiritual life. Thursday, a special prayer for the family. Friday, a service for your spiritual deliverance. Saturday, Find the One, a service specifically tailored for your love life. Sunday, Reconnect with God, the main meeting for your spiritual strength.
We are back, and before the break we were speaking about facing hard times. How can we keep a joy, the true joy, while you are going through hard times, while you're going through problems? But first of all, before we speak about going through hard times, we need to understand how to conquer this true joy.
Yes.
As we were saying before our break, joy doesn't come because you got married, because you got the job you wanted, because you got a new dress, a new house.
You enjoy the song that's playing, because you enjoy the movie that you're watching, because you enjoy flirting with the guy that you're flirting with, because you enjoy having sex. It doesn't come that way.
You know, Moti, as I told you before, I used to have this temporary joy within me, but it would always go away. Especially when problems would come, when a disappointment would come, the joy that was inside would go away. I didn't have a truly joy. Only when I decided to use my brain, to think, and analyze, wait a minute, I have been doing things my way. I have been living according to the way I want, and things are not working. However, when I start noticing God's guidance, and I said, wait a minute, let me try. Instead of doing things my way, let me do His way. I did not become religious, to be honest, but I start following the advices of the only one who can bring joy.
Yes, the
Because
author
he's
of joy, right?
he's the author of joy. So in the moment that I stopped following my emotions, doing things my way, and I started obeying Him, naturally,
Yes.
joy started taking over my life. The emptiness I had for so long, for many years, especially because I had a lot of problems at home, a lot of problems around, when that joy came, even those problems could not take my peace, my joy away anymore.
You know, the Bible says, Raquel, that the joy of the Lord is my strength, right? So we asked the question, how is it that you can have a joy that makes you strong even through problems, that you know that the world is falling apart around you, yet you're still strong? You can only have this strength when your joy comes from the Lord. When your joy is a joy that's born from a relationship that you have with God. And you said something that I want to address, because many people kind of misinterpret what it means to have a relationship with God. Many people kind of get stuck in an idea that you know, I don't know, that religion has brought us, that you know, it's all about rules, and it's all about, oh, if you did this wrong, then God is going to punish you. But a relationship is a relationship. It's much deeper than, oh, I did this and so I'm going to deserve punishment. It's not mechanical like many people make it out to be. It's a relationship. It's you being in tune with your Creator. So kind of like the way I sit next to you, Raquel, and we have a friendship and we relate, and sometimes you do things that I don't like, and you know, sometimes I do things to you and it brings consequence to me, but it's not, I mean, it's not governed by rules. So I don't, for example, many people think that in order to have a relationship with God, in order for me to have, you know, this joy from God, I need to pay a certain penance in a way. What do I mean by that? Okay, so I'm gonna wake up 3 in the morning and I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna, you know, wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. But Raquel, do we set a time between us to say, Raquel, call me every day at 1 p.m. Every 1 p.m. I'm going to be speaking to you, Raquel.
No, there is no relationship that would last.
Yes.
If it's like that, you know, when I speak to you, I have to be in a proper way. No,
yeah.
With God, there is no such a thing.
It's an easiness, right? It's kind of like, you see, she was speaking and I just went in. I just like, hello, I'm taking over. Why? Because there's an intimacy, there's a friendship, and that's exactly what God expects, and that's the kind of relationship. That's the kind of strength. That's the kind of relationship that brings you strength. When you have a relationship with God that makes you see things from a different angle, right? You stop being influenced by what's happening around you, and you start being influenced by your good conscience, by how your conscience is guiding you.
Sometimes, Marty, people think that to have a relationship with God is just to be, let's say, as a servant, that you just do things just for Him to feel like, can you see, she's doing because I am God. She has to obey.
Yeah.
And that's not true.
It's not master and servant.
It's not true. For example, when God was showing me things, look, start doing this way, start behaving this way. It's not for His own good.
Yes.
It was for my own good.
Exactly.
Because I became stronger. I stopped depending on people to make me happy. It didn't mean that I didn't have no friends, no people around me. No, I would still have to conquer these things. But because I was following Him, I started having a good conscience.
Exactly.
My conscience started becoming clean because I was doing things in the right way, not being perfect.
Exactly. You were doing things that were bringing good results to your life. You were doing things that were making you bear good fruit. And that's what a relationship with God does. It leads you to make right choices in life. And because you make right choices in life, you kind of have good fruits from those choices that you make. And so you enjoy your life a lot further. And we see the opposite happening many times, right? People end up taking wrong decisions. And they see, many times they see them coming from far. You know that guy is not going to be good to you. You know that he's not going to be good. The history that he has is not a good one. Well, but I'm attracted to him. But he's so handsome. He's so handsome. So your conscience is telling you stay away, but your emotions are telling you, oh, but look at him. He can really take good care of you. He can provide a family for you. But he's married. But he understands what it means to be a father. He can be a father to your child. Who cares if he's married? So because you don't make good choices in life, you end up having a bad conscience, because you know that's not the right decision to make, and that bad conscience takes away your joy, and that's when people start seeking joy from outside because they don't have it from within.
That's true. You know, friends, this is the source of joy, is for you to start a relationship with God, for you to stop doing things your way. Maybe, how old are you? 20, 30, 40, 50? Maybe throughout these years you have been doing things your way. You can even say, I follow a religion. But maybe you don't have this joy because you are doing things your way. Mm-hmm. Try doing things God's way. Try, putting your feelings aside, doing what God is guiding you to do. Start taking the right choices, making the right choices, and you're gonna find this joy that only God can give. Not a husband, not job, nothing can bring this joy, only God. Other things will just add into it. Mm-hmm. But the true joy will come from Him. Moti.
Yeah, time is over. And our series. A lot to speak, little time. Time is over, but in our series as well, Hakel, I have completely loved, enjoyed this series of a total makeover, a complete makeover, because we found ways that we could grow as people. We found ways, all of us. I speak for myself. We found ways that we could take our lives to a different level, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what we want to leave you with. Don't just make these steps something that you thought about only throughout this period, right? Take everything, summarize everything that we've been speaking in the past 9 weeks, and take it with you forever. So always analyze yourself, always analyze your reactions, your actions and your reactions, and see, am I still applying the lessons that I learned? Am I still, allowing the makeover, maintaining this makeover in me, or am I regressing? Because that's the tendency we see, and make sure not to regress and not to go back. And for us to finish, don't forget to leave here your comments, to share these videos with your friends, and we can't wait to have one more series, right? Yeah. We don't know what is coming up, but I'm sure there will be coming something really special for you as well. So I hope you enjoyed as we did. Yes. And see you next time. Bye-bye.